The hip-hop world is absolutely reeling from the latest explosive drama between Remy Ma and Papoose, and honey, this tea is scalding hot. Let me tell you what's been going down in this messy situation that has everyone's jaws on the floor.
She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
Oh my goodness, if there's one thing we've learned about Remy Ma, it's that she absolutely cannot handle seeing Papoose moving on with his life. And let's be real, for someone who claims she doesn't care about what her ex is doing, she's doing an absolutely magnificent job of keeping tabs on his every move, especially when it comes to his new romance with boxing sensation Claressa Shields. The tension between Remy and Claressa is so thick you could cut it with a knife, darling. These two have made it crystal clear that they absolutely despise each other. And we're talking about a feud that reached boiling point just a few months ago when they dragged each other through the mud on social media over Papoose. Now, everyone thought Remy would back down after getting completely demolished by Pap's new flame, but honey, she's still hanging on to this relationship like it's her last designer bag. And hold on to your seats because the streets are buzzing with news that Papoose is planning to put a ring on Claressa's finger any day now. Remy is absolutely losing it over this news and she's spiraling out of control all over again. It's not a good look, sweeties, not at all. The drama surrounding Remy Ma and Papoose has left their fans absolutely shook to the core. I mean, these two were supposed to be hip-hop's power couple. If any relationship was going to survive the test of time, everyone thought it would be theirs. But here we are, drowning in a sea of cheating allegations from both sides and, would you believe it? Domestic violence claims from Remy. How did we get here? Let me spill this piping hot tea from the very beginning. Let's rewind to 2008 when Remy got locked up for shooting somebody. Word on the street was that this would be the end of their love story. But honey, Papoose did the unthinkable. Against all odds, this man stood by her side like a rock, and they even tied the knot while she was still behind bars. Can you believe it? Even with Remy facing more than 6 years in prison, Papoose never wavered. His loyalty was tighter than a new facelift. No cheating rumors, no scandals, absolutely nothing shady. The fans were absolutely living for how dedicated this man was, making their bond look absolutely unbreakable. Let's be honest, what Papoose did seemed like something straight out of a fairy tale. Especially in Hollywood, where loyalty is about as rare as a unicorn sighting. Every other week we're hearing about some rapper getting caught up in drama, but not Papoose, or so we thought. Because now Remy is coming out with claims that will make your head spin, saying he was out there cheating on her the entire time she was locked up. When Remy finally walked free, Papoose was right there waiting with open arms, ready to help her adjust to life on the outside. They didn't just survive those years apart, they seemed to come out even stronger. They built their beautiful life together, and by 2018 they were celebrating the birth of their precious daughter, Remy. With Remy already having a son from a previous relationship and Papoose bringing 3 children of his own to the table, they created this beautiful blended family that had everyone believing in true love until it all came crashing down. Fast forward to 2023, and the rumor mill started churning out some absolutely shocking news. Their marriage was falling apart. And why? Because Remy had allegedly cheated with rapper Easy the Block Captain. This unshakable love story suddenly started looking shakier than a house of cards in a hurricane. But honey, the drama didn't stop at hurt feelings. It exploded into a full-blown physical confrontation. Word on the street is that Papoose ran into Easy at an industry event, and things got heated faster than a microwave. Papoose wasn't playing around. He allegedly knocked Easy out cold without even thinking twice.
Like, I don't give a fuck if you this. Just tell me stop doing the business. If found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rim. Us, y'all the poster child symbol for black love.
The way Gotti dropped that bombshell had everyone's mouths hanging open. It wasn't just some random accusation. It felt like he was exposing an open secret that people had been whispering about for ages. But Gotti didn't just drop the tea and run. Oh no, honey. He went all in, absolutely destroying Remy and dragging her through the mud for cheating on Papoose after he had stayed loyal to her through thick and thin. He made it crystal clear that in his eyes, she had completely betrayed the man who had held her down through everything.
Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. That nigga held you down in prison for 6 years.
But But here's the gag, sweeties. Easy didn't even try to deny these rumors. In fact, he practically confirmed everything. And let me tell you, Papoose wasn't about to sit around nursing a broken heart after all those years of loyalty. The streets are saying he called it quits with Remy because of her infidelity. And instead of wallowing in misery, this man moved on faster than a New York minute. He snatched up none other than world-class boxer Claressa Shields. At first, Remy tried to play it cool, acting like she was completely unbothered by the whole situation. But child, this is where the tea starts getting piping hot. Rumor has it that Papoose's new relationship is getting serious, and Remy is absolutely losing it. People are saying she's spiraling out of control, throwing shade left and right, and talking reckless about fighting for what's rightfully hers. And get this, she's even been hinting that she's ready to throw hands if it comes down to it.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person, you express how you feel, they express how they feel, y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you're dealing with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could do.
Just when we thought Remy was done with the drama, she went and turned the heat up to maximum. A few days ago, she absolutely exploded on Instagram, exposing texts between Papoose and Claressa that had everyone's jaws on the floor. In these messages, Claressa was practically begging Papoose to communicate better, writing, "You take accountability, you are the one who was married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter." Remy took this opportunity to absolutely drag them both, writing, "Papoose's dumb self fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields laying in my house. He refuses to leave. This chick's supposed to be a world champion boxer, but got scary and hung up soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you not the only one?" But honey, she was just getting started. Remy went off about how Claressa and her publicity team had been spreading fake stories about her to make her look bad while painting Papoose as God's gift to women. She claimed she had begged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, but he kept telling her to just stay quiet. Well, clearly, Remy decided that quiet time was over. She even spilled more tea, saying Papoose had told her he would never get with Claressa because she was ugly. But Remy claimed she had seen everything and was ready to expose it all to the world. The drama reached new heights when Remy revealed that Claressa was absolutely freaking out about being exposed online, especially with her movie coming out on December 25th. The messages Remy leaked showed Claressa practically begging Papoose for the bare minimum in their relationship, asking for gifts, flowers, and dedicated time together. Remy couldn't help but mock her, saying, "Hey, Miss Shields, I am a one-boyfriend woman, the same way I was a one-husband woman, and I'm a good woman at that, hence why these men won't just go. Oh, and he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. Plus, I'm the one with the bag." Finally, Papoose had enough and broke his silence. He came out swinging, calling Remy a narcissist and accusing her of repeated cheating. He claimed he had requested a divorce multiple times, but Remy preferred to chase clout on social media rather than handle things like civilized adults. He insisted he stayed quiet for their 6-year-old daughter's sake, who still has to go to school through all this drama. The plot thickened when he addressed the rumors about Remy cheating with Easy, saying that while he was at home with their daughter last Christmas, Remy was somewhere else entirely. He maintained that he only knocked Easy out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. According to Papoose, everyone saw him leave Easy in the fetal position, and Remy actually went home with him for 4 days while Papoose went home to their daughter. But Remy wasn't about to let those accusations slide. She fired back, claiming Papoose has a gambling problem and tried to pressure her for money to have a smooth divorce. She insisted she'd been asking for a quiet divorce for years, but Papoose allegedly said he would only leave if there was a public blow-up. She accused him of using her morals and gang image against her, trying to isolate her from everyone she cared about. The situation got even more serious when Remy dropped a bombshell accusation about alleged domestic violence. She wrote about an incident involving an unfinished pool remodel, claiming, You forgot the pool never got finished being remodeled because you were beating me in the garage and the workers called the cops to get you the F off me. She threatened to release audio and video evidence, taking this already explosive situation to a whole new level. Just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Remy exposed that she and Claressa were actually on good terms before all this drama. She shared screenshots showing Claressa in her DMs wishing her Happy New Year and even asking for advice about showing off her body. Remy wrote, "I created a monster though, praising you knowing things weren't right and keeping quiet knowing the truth." Claressa finally had enough and clapped back hard. She called out Remy's behavior, saying, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this. Clown behavior?" When Remy corrected her age, saying she wasn't 45 yet, Claressa hit back with, "Well, you're not aging like wine." She even dropped another bomb, suggesting Papoose was already stepping out on her with a Cali girl. Things got even more intense when Claressa challenged Remy to a fight, saying, "Claressa Shields versus Remy Ma, February 2nd, come get your behind whooped." But when February 2nd came and went, Remy was nowhere to be found. And honestly, can you blame her? Claressa is a professional boxer who does MMA. She would have mopped the floor with Remy.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
The latest word on the street is that Remy's relationship with Easy isn't going so well either. There are reports he's already cheating on her with other women. I guess it's true what they say, you lose them how you get them. Meanwhile, Papoose is reportedly shopping for an engagement ring, and Claressa has made it clear she's ready to be his wife. Poor Remy is probably somewhere crying and throwing up, realizing how badly she fumbled this relationship with Papoose. This entire situation is messier than a toddler eating spaghetti, and it just keeps getting worse. From ride-or-die love story to explosive public feuds, this drama has everything: betrayal, violence, new love, and enough tea to fill the Boston Harbor. And something tells me we haven't seen the last of this saga yet.